Hi Karimi, thank you for joining my live today. I really appreciate. Hi Karimi, thank you for joining my live today. Good morning. Oh, it's already afternoon. We're going to have a live stream today where we'll be talking about everyday healthy habits that can change your life for the long term. If you have any additional comments, please don't hesitate to share on the chat. I'll really appreciate. Thank you and welcome to my live stream today. First, people, let us evaluate our habits. It will boost your immune system, over wellness, and you will feel better for the long term. When you evaluate your healthy habits, what you do, an habit is something that you do every day. Once in a while, we should be able to evaluate what we do on a daily basis and find ways with which we can be able to improve or we can be able to work on our habits so that we will boost our immune system, so that we can improve our wellness, and eventually we will feel better for the long term. First things first, something we should be doing every other day is that we should be cooking at home. I know most times we prefer to eat at restaurants because it's easy for us to get food. You don't waste time, you just buy and you're off to go. But then if you want to choose a healthy lifestyle for long term, I would recommend that you cook at home. When you cook at home, you will be able to choose the quality of your nutrients because most of these foods that are being sold at fast foods are full of sodium and saturated fats. I'm sure when you eat your fries or your chips, as we call it over here, from these fast food restaurants, you'll realize that it's full of fats, and these fats are saturated fats. When you cook at home, you'll be able to take away the sodium that is a lot in those foods and the saturated fats, meaning at the end of the day you will be able to have food which has a lot of nutrients. Those cook at home, most times when you observe, they are healthier than those who take away most of the time. So my people, let's purpose to be cooking from home. We can be able to do our takeaways once in a while, but most importantly, let's choose to cook at home. Because when you cook at home, you are able to plan ahead. You make sure your food has proteins, it has carbohydrates, it has vitamins, it has all those essential nutrients. You can be able even to chip in a fruit here and there, and you will find that you eat a very healthy diet. So, my people, the first thing that we are going to choose today is to cook at home. Let's do less of the takeaways and concentrate at cooking at home. Another thing is that we should learn, or we should, because we're talking about habits that we can be able to bring into our daily habits that can be able to change our lives in the long term. The second thing that we are going to speak about is let's be eating vegetables and fruits for breakfast. Most times we usually think that breakfast we just eat what do we call starch, maybe bread and tea, and off you go. But how about we start incorporating vegetables? We start incorporating vegetables and fruits for our breakfast. Fruits and vegetables are rich in vitamin C, and it's going to boost our day. It's going to give us the essential nutrients that we need for the day. Experiment with different recipes to keep your meals exciting. There are some fruits that you may feel that you don't like them, but don't hesitate to experiment with different fruits until eventually you can be able to locate the kind of fruit or vegetable that you will be incorporating in your breakfast and you don't feel like it's boring. Because people think that when you incorporate some vegetables on your breakfast, it's your breakfast is going to be boring. How about we start experimenting with different fruits and even vegetables, and finally we will be able to land on the type of fruit that will be comfortable to be eating during breakfast. Another health habit, my people, is to hydrate. Hydrate means let's take in a lot of water. The first thing that you should be doing when you wake up in the morning is to take in some water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I like saying that. After maybe you've refreshed in the morning, do a cup or two or a glass or two of water. Water is essential for our life, and when you start your day with drinking water, you will be able to flush away any toxins that are in your body. So before you take in any meal, how about we take in some water? You will find that you're doing justice to your digestive system and the overall healthy status of your body is going to improve immensely. So let's remember that before we eat anything every other day, let's be drinking water. Don't say that I've taken soda or coffee. No. Hydrating meaning we are going to take in water. Let me give you tips for you to be staying hydrated throughout the day. Carry a water bottle around. Have you seen people carrying water bottles around? How about from today you'll be carrying a small bottle with you with water, because you might find in other places that you're going into, you might not be able to access water. So please carry a water bottle around. It will really assist you in the long term. Also, distribute your water intake throughout the day. Don't take water like a lot in one sitting. No, maybe distribute the water that you're drinking throughout the day, so that in the morning, maybe after 30 minutes, after an hour, you have water that you are taking in. It will really help you on this journey of staying healthy. Track, or you can also track your water intake using an app. Someone was telling me there's an app that you can be able to track the water intake that you take during the day. Have you seen there's an app that you trace the steps that you're taking in a day. Also, someone told me there's an app that can track the water that you take in a day. So guys, let's hydrate, hydrate, and hydrate. It will help us in the long term. Another tip, my people, is to let's prioritize sleep. Sleep is an important part of living healthy, but it is usually overlooked. We don't usually take a lot of we don't take put it in mind that we really need this sleep. How about guys, we start prioritizing sleep? Let's maybe say by 10 p.m. I will have gone to bed, and let it stick. Maybe even you set a timer that by 10 we should have a good sleep. Sleep most likely, as we've seen from many, what do we call? We've usually seen that it's good to sleep for 8 or more hours in a day, meaning it's very important. Sleep deprivation leads to a lot of health issues to you without even your knowledge. Adequate and regular sleep is crucial for our health and well-being. When you sleep, when you prioritize sleep and you sleep when you're supposed to sleep, you will be ridding yourself from opportunistic diseases. Did you know that there are some diseases that come in if you don't sleep? If you deprive yourself of sleep, do you know that there are diseases which usually come in slowly by slowly, and by the time you realize that you have these diseases, it's way beyond this. There's no turning back. So let's prioritize sleep. When it's time to sleep, let's switch off our phones and have a good sleep. It will assist your mind to relax. It will assist you to be rejuvenated the next day. It will assist you to have the energy to run your duties the next day. Have you seen someone in the office in the morning? Their eyes are red and they are coming from home, and you're left to wonder what happened to this person. It's because they are sleep deprived. They have not slept enough for the night. Please, my people, let's prioritize sleep. It's very important for our well-being in the long term. It's not only, we're not looking at now, but we are also looking for the long term. So sleep is very important for us. Another thing is we should be able to manage stress. I know stress, especially with the current society, there's a lot of stress that is going around. You might lack what maybe to use, you might lack food to eat, you might even be thinking about school fees for next year, you might be thinking on what you're going to take for Christmas. But then if you don't manage the stresses that are in currently, it's going to affect you. Let's manage stress so that stress does not consume us. Did you know that stress progresses and it becomes depression? Have you seen that person who has gone to the hospital and the diagnosis says that they are stressed or they are depressed? It's because that person did not manage stress. With the many things that are happening in our lives today, let's manage stress. Everyone has stress, but it's only how we learn to manage it, how we put this stress under control. With this, we can be able to live happily and we lead a healthy life. Another thing is that we should learn to move our bodies. By moving our bodies, I mean let's learn to exercise. You know, when you move, doesn't matter how you move your body, but don't sit still. If you're working in the office, don't sit still for more than an hour. In every hour that you sit down in the office or in any place that you are in, please let it be an habit for you to be walking around the office, to be walking around where you are so that blood can be able to flow. When you sit down for more than 2 hours straight, you might be able to. Have you seen the people getting blood clots? And you wonder where did it come from? It's because nowadays we do less of moving our bodies and we do more of sitting. I know in our offices we might be tempted to be sitting long because maybe you're doing a job that you're supposed to be sitting, but then make it an habit. Walk out of your desk. Go even to the, what do we call the washrooms? Even go up the stairs. Just stretch. When you have the time, maybe you can go to a gym. If you don't have even, if you don't want to go to the gym, you can even say schedule to be walking around in the evening after work before you board your car to get back home, or before you board a matatu to go home. How about we stretch a little bit? It's going to really assist us. If you are good in dancing, please, when you come home, you put on music and you dance a little bit. You can also do the exercises that we can be able to see on YouTube. YouTube is gracious enough to give us even exercises that we can be able to partake in even when you are home. So when you're home, you can just put on YouTube, you search for exercises for the specific area. In fact, even nowadays in YouTube, you can be able to get exercises that are meant to target a specific place. Maybe tummy, maybe I don't know, biceps, I don't know what. You can do that and you can be able to move your body in the process. Another thing is let's get away from screens. I know nowadays it's tempting for us to be on our screens most of the time. These screens are not good for our mental health. Schedule time that you can be able to be on your phone, but when it reaches them that you feel that you've had enough of screen time, it's even advised that you put it off or you put your phone on silent so that you get that peace of mind. You know, these are social media like the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, it will be there even tomorrow. So let us limit. It's not going to finish. When we wake up in the morning, we can be able to continue to read the news that is on the social media, but let's limit screen time so that it does not define us, so that it does not make us slaves. Another thing, my people, that you can be able to do is start your day with a simple planned task which you can complete with ease. Maybe today you say, I'm going to walk 1,000 steps from morning to evening. As simple as that. Stick to that planned task. And if you'll be able to complete that specific task every day, you will be able to feel proud of yourself. And at the end of the day, you are going to stay healthy for a long time. Another thing, my people, is that you should surround yourself with people or with environments that make you feel better. Did you know that there are some environments that make you feel so it makes you feel stressed, it makes you feel drained, it takes away the energy from you. From today, let's surround ourselves with places, with people, with even plants, with pets that make you feel better. Another thing that we've spoken about is practice deep breathing. You know the thing that when you're in school, you were told, breathe in, breathe out. We might have thought it's just a form of exercise, but did you know that deep breathing is very essential in our daily lives? It is an healthy habit that if we incorporate into our daily routine, it's going to assist us in the long time. On our daily grind, when we are doing our daily duties, it's easy to forget the power of something as simple as deep breath. You might be busy going up and down, juggling your duties on a daily basis, and we end up forgetting something which is very important as deep breathing. My people, let's practice deep breathing on a daily basis. Deep breathing is an immediate route to calmness. If you're feeling you're tensed, if you're feeling you're having an headache, if you're feeling your body is not responding the way it should, please do some deep breathing. It will bring you a sense of calmness. It provides you with an instant stress busting effect. If stress was building up and you sorry and you practice deep breathing, if you're feeling that no, you cannot do it anymore, do some deep breathing. It will relieve you stress and you'll feel a sense of calmness. Even if someone is is talking to you and you feel like this person is just bringing me stress, do some deep breathing instead of telling that person what is in your mind because sometimes someone might be telling you things that you feel that when you respond it's going to bring you issues. Don't respond. The best thing is deep breathing. It's very simple exercise, but it's something that many people have not realized. Practice deep breathing throughout your day. When you remember it, deep breathe. It's even good for your lungs and even for your brain because you will be taking in a lot of you'll be you'll be taking in a lot of what do we call You'll be taking in a lot of what do we call a lot of air into your body, and it will go even to your brain. So practice deep breathing every other day. As I said, breathing calms down the nervous system. Imagine it calms down your nervous system. It will send signals. The importance of it is that it will send signals to your brain to slow down, leading to improved focus and state of peace. With deep breathing, your nervous system will calm down and it will improve your focus and state of peace. Please remember to leave a chat over there, leave a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate as we are going on learning on the small healthy habits that you can be able to incorporate into our everyday life. So please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I will really appreciate my people. It will recommend this live to many people, and that's the focus of this. Whenever you feel stressed, any other time you feel stressed or overwhelmed, this is meaning there's a lot of work on your desk. There's a lot of things that you're supposed to handle. When you feel stressed or overwhelmed, pause, take a minute, and turn your attention to breathing. You see how important it is? As even if you have a lot of things going on, deep breathe. If you can incorporate deep breathing into your daily routine, perhaps in the morning or before even you go to bed, to start and end your day calmly. When you wake up in the morning, before you hydrate, remember you said you should be hydrating every other day. Please, when you wake up in the morning, deep breathe. Before you retire to bed, deep breathe. When you feel some stress during the day, deep breathe. If you feel something is eating you up, learn to deep breathe. It will calm you in a way that you've never imagined before. Eat one piece of fruit every day. Every other day, eat a piece of a fruit. Maybe if you can get a piece of a banana today, take a piece of a banana. Tomorrow, if you get a mango, here in Kenya currently it's the season of mangoes, and it's all over. Soon it will be affordable. So eat one piece of fruit every day. It will it will really boost your health in the long term. Fruits are a healthy, natural source of vitamins. God has given us fruits to give us vitamins, and it also contains minerals. Fruits add ravage to your system and help bowel movements. Have you seen people who constipate on a regular basis? It's because those people are not taking in enough fruits and enough water. As I've said, fruits have a lot of ravages. So if you incorporate a fruit every day in your food, maybe on a break time you take a fruit, you'll really be putting a lot of vitamins and minerals into your body. Another thing is that we should not forget to have breakfast. Most times we skip breakfast because in the mornings we are very busy. We run to work. We wake up, you have kids to prepare to go to school. You have an exam to do. You have a bus to catch. You have work that you left on your desk. And most times we don't take breakfast. My people, breakfast, let me insist on that. It jumpstarts your metabolism for the day. So please, let's purpose. When we set up an alarm to wake up in the morning, let's also set aside time before we leave our homes that we take in breakfast. Because imagine in the morning, the first thing in the morning, it jumpstarts. It means, the meaning of jump starting? Like it ignites your metabolism every other day. So, my people, Let's not be skipping breakfast, no matter the circumstance, no matter what's happening. You better even nowadays there are these vacuum cups that we can be able to use to carry our water even to the office. Water and even what we call our breakfast to the office. Let's carry breakfast. You can even reach the office and you take your breakfast. But let's purpose to be eating a breakfast. Another thing that will be healthy in the long term is let's develop a 2-minute walking rule every hour you sit. You have been sitting on your desk from 8 a.m. up to now. You have not woken from your desk. Develop a routine, a 2-minute walking routine for every hour you sit. I had spoken about moving your body, that we should not be sitting long without us exercising. So let's develop a 2-minute walking rule every hour we sit. Research has linked sitting for a long period with multiple health issues. Set a timer to do a 2-minute walk for every hour you sit. You will rid yourself from these diseases that we call opportunistic diseases. Your blood will be able to flow. You will enjoy the calmness that comes in with walking around. Let's not look down on walking around. Walk around. Develop an habit of walking around every 2 minutes in an hour. 2 minutes every hour you sit. You might not see the importance for that sacrifice that you will be doing to yourself, but in the long term, you'll come to realize that that simple exercise has really assisted you in ways that you cannot imagine. My people, let's plan our meals each week. Planning your meals each week, it means that you'll be putting a lot of thought into what you'll have in a day. Imagine sitting down and then saying, on Monday, I'll eat this. On Tuesday, we are going to eat this. On Wednesday, we are going to have this for lunch. On Thursday, we are going to have this for dinner. On Friday, we are going to have this for breakfast. Just by planning your meals every other week, it will assist you in the long term. Planning your meals each week means you'll put a lot of thought into what you'll have throughout the day. You know, if you plan for your meals, you'll be able to buy even the food that you'll be eating at that time. And when that time reaches that you're supposed to eat that meal, you just proceed, take that meal, and you have your meal. It's something which is very easy if we can be able to incorporate into our daily routine. It's going to assist us in the long term. Let's plan or let's be eating a low fat diet. Most of the meals that we cook nowadays, you remember the days of our grandparents, there was no oil to cook food. They would just boil and eat it as it is. But nowadays we have fat, we have oil that we use to cook our meals. How about we start eating a low fat diet, my people, from today? It will enable you. We've seen this nowadays when you go to the hospital and they are taking those routine checkups or whole body checkup, and then they mention something on cholesterol, that there's a lot of cholesterol in your body. It has built in your, is it in your arteries? Yes, it's in your arteries. Cholesterol tends to build up on our arteries, and if you continue cooking our food with a lot of oil, it will eventually affect our arteries. and you hear someone has heart failure, it's because there's a lot of cholesterol buildup on your arteries. How about even once in a year, you go and do a cholesterol checkup in the hospital so that you see whether your arteries are doing well or there's something that you need to do. You know, if you go to the hospital and they check your cholesterol levels and you realize that it has really built up in your body, you will be able to have another chance in life because you'll take drastic measures and you will know what you're going to do, because I'm sure in the hospital they're going to tell you measures that you're going to do so that you can bring this down. And one of the things that I'm suspecting that someone can be told is that you should start exercising. And as I was saying, you will be told to eat a low fat diet so that you can be able to reduce the effects of cholesterol on our bodies. Another thing, my people, that can be able to assist you in the long term is to get at least 10 minutes of fresh air every day. You know, you wake up in the morning from a house, direct maybe to a matatu, that is an enclosed space, direct to our workplaces, that is an enclosed space. So you find out throughout the day you're inside an enclosed space and you don't get fresh air. Make it an habit, because we're talking of habits that can be able to assist us in the long term. Make it an habit to be walking out in fresh air, even in the evening when you're home. Take a stroll for 15 or 20 minutes to take in fresh air into your body. It's very important. Breathing fresh air, because I've just realized now that we spend most of our times indoors. At home, you're indoors. You go to the supermarket, that is inside a building. You go to work, it's inside a building. You go to a matatu, it's a crowded place with people. And even if you're using your own car, you're still in an enclosed space. So every day, take a few minutes and walk out in the fresh air, especially in the evenings when there's no much pollution in the air. Walk around, take in fresh air, and it's going to assist your body in the long term. That is a very important um, healthy habit that is going to bring you a lot of benefits in the long term. Let's not look down upon that chance that we can be able to use to improve our health habits. That's going to give us, it's going to boost our nervous system, it's going to improve our well being. How about we practice this every day? We will not regret. Another thing is practice one act of self care every day. Maybe today you say I'll take care of this part of my body. You improve your body every other day. You self care. Maybe you even cutting your nails. That is an act of self care. Maybe you shampoo your hair. Maybe you put some what do we call it, treatment on your hair. Practice one act of self care every day. Maybe even you can say today I'm going to make myself healthy fruit juice. That is a very good self care tip for every day. Maybe another day you decide, for my self care today, I'm going to sleep early. I'm going to pamper myself with sleeping early. That day, by 9 p.m., phone off, screens off, and you sleep early. Imagine that is an act of self care. Another day, you say, I'm going to take 1 hour, I'm going to exercise for 1 hour. My people, that is an act of self care. Anything that is going to improve your health, anything that is going to make you feel better at the end of the day, that is the act of self care that we are speaking about today. Don't look down on any act of self care that you can be able to do. It will assist you in the long term. That's what I like saying. Another thing, let's practice positive affirmations in the mirror every morning. With the mirror, you can be able to. Please, guys, remember to give me a thumbs up on this live stream. Tashukuru sana. If you give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate my people. And as I was saying, practice positive affirmations in the mirror every morning. Every morning, say, I'm going to do better. I will improve in whatever I'm doing. I'm meant for greatness. I like saying that. You say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to feel better. Even if you're not feeling well, just say, I'm going to feel better. My day is going to be great. And at the end of the day, those positive affirmations that you're going to speak to yourself about, they are going to really boost your your what do you call your immune system. Even if you're not feeling well, don't just say, I'm sick now. What is happening? No, no, no. Positive affirmations. It's very powerful, especially if it comes from you. You're the only person who can be able to improve the way you feel in life. You're the only driver that can be able to improve the way you feel. How about you practice affirmations every day? I'm healthy. I'm going to be good. I'm going to feel better the next day. This is just an headache. It's going to go away. I'm going to get a job. I'm doing well. Don't just dwell on the negativity. Affirm yourself in the mirror every day. Every day, affirm yourself. Nobody else is coming to affirm you for anything that you're going through. It's only you. It's your duty as a human being to self-affirm yourself every morning, every day. Every time you have a chance with the mirror, self-affirm yourself. Say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be successful. And that is an healthy habit that is going to even assist you. The mind is a very powerful tool. The mind that God gave us is very powerful. And if you speak positive things about yourself, the mind is definitely going to pick those vibrations and it's going to assist you in the long term. So, my people, affirm yourself every morning. Every time you have an opportunity with your mirror, affirm yourself. In a few days, you'll feel better no matter what's happening in your environment, in your surroundings. As we said, we are not going to be limited with whatever is going on in our surroundings. But we are going to push on from there. We are going to self affirm ourselves and eventually we are going to feel good. So let's affirm ourselves in the mirror every morning. Another thing that is going to assist you in the long term is read a book of self improvement every day. Look for books. Nowadays, there are a lot of books, even online. Have you seen those books that they sell online? They come in soft copies. There are those books, they come in soft copies. Buy those books as long as it's talking about self improvement. When you read articles, when you listen to people speaking about self improvement, when you surround yourself with people who advocate for self improvement, my people, at the end of the day, eventually, you're going to get it right. Everything that you listen to every day, anything that you practice every day, one day, one time, it's going to be part of you. So surround yourself even with books that talk about self improvement. Tune in to people who talk about self improvement. Buy books that try to teach you about self improvement. And at the end of the day, you are going to get there. At the end of the day, you are going to improve yourself, because you cannot be reading about self improvement if you did not have a goal of improving yourself eventually. So it's something that you can build, and at the end of the day, you're going to get it right. Get it from me. You will get it right at the end of the day. Another thing that we can speak about today about good habits that can be able to help you in the long term. Let's have work life balance. Every time should not be work, work, work. No. Let's have work life balance. Let's know when to stop working and focus on our lives. Your life should not be revolving around the work that you're doing. When you come home, you can even switch off your phone so that you concentrate on the other parts of life. Don't just dwell on work. There are people who wake up, work, they relax, work, they want to sleep, but they remember they have an assignment they have not finished. So every time it's work, 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 and more work. My people, when will you get time to balance this? It's very crucial for you to have a work life balance. With this, you can be able to balance the time in your 24-hour clock. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just give me a second. Hours that God has given us in a day. Let's balance the time that we are going to go to work, the time that we are going to self care for ourselves, the time that we are going to sleep, the time that we are going to exercise. Let's plan this. Let's plan this time accordingly so that we balance both our work and we balance even with our life balance, so that we don't put all our lives at work. So that when you retire at 50, you have another part of life to live. There are some people, when they retire, they don't have anything to do because they did not balance work and life. They don't have another life to live. They feel that when they retire, they are finished. That people are afraid of retirement because they have not built another part of their lives that they can be able to get into once they retire. Let's not be those people who fear retirement, who fear staying away from work because you have another life to live. Let's balance work and life. Another thing, let's involve ourselves with healthy relationships. By this, I mean that these toxic relationships that we get ourselves into, and it ends up giving us mental stress, it ends up giving us depression. My people, when you find yourself in a place that you see that this is a very unhealthy relationship, run away. I'm sure before you settle in any relationship, you can be able to see any flags. And if you see any red flag, don't hesitate to run away. Run away for the sake of your mental health. Run away for the sake of your life. Because some people have even lost their lives because of staying in relationships that have just brought stresses to them at the end of the day. So let's get only into healthy relationships. There is no reward in suffering. If you want to live long, because today we are speaking about living long, healthy habits for long life. There's no one who has a crown for being in an unhealthy relationship. Have never seen a crown for that. No matter the things maybe you might be saying that I'm getting this and this benefits from this relationship, so I'm not quitting. No matter what, my sister, my brother, there's no crown for being in an unhealthy relationship. It will just dent even your mental health, and you're going to suffer at the end of the day. The earlier you remove yourself from that unhealthy relationship, the better for you. So let's only involve ourselves with healthy relationships in any setting that we are in. If you find that your friends are putting you in a fix, in some kind of relationship that is not working to any, it's not progressing in the way that you thought it's going to, run away. Only focus your time or your energy on healthy relationships. It's going to assist you in the long term. Another thing is, let's schedule time for relaxation. In the midst of us having a lot of ups and downs in our daily routine, how about we schedule time for relaxation and we get to relax from our day's work? Fatigue can even cause you a lot of problems at the end of the day. Have you seen people or someone just fell down, and when you go to the hospital, they say this person is fatigued? You put in a lot of time to do a lot of things and you forget about yourself. You forget that it's good to relax. It's good to relax for your body to rejuvenate. How about we schedule time to relax and our bodies will definitely recover from the hard work that it has been through as we are going through this life. I know that life is not easy, but we are going to push through by even relaxing. We are going to have energy tomorrow if we learn to relax every other day. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you're on this live. I really appreciate if you can give me a thumbs up. I'm already seeing I'm only seeing 2 thumbs up on this live. Please, 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 please. I am asking, I'm requesting for another maybe 3, so that it can assist me to many people to even see this live. Just a second. Hi. Please remember to say hi. Another healthy habit that's going to assist you in the long term is make sure your plate consists equal proportions of protein, a source of minerals, vitamins. These are by vitamins we mean vegetables and even carbohydrates. Your plate, anytime you're having a meal, I know times are hard, but even the ones that are easily, you can easily buy. Every time you have a plate, make sure that it's a balanced plate. There's like a protein over here, there's like a vitamin here, there's carbohydrates. Those are the three types of foods that are essential in our bodies. Every time you eat, ensure that you have this uh, piece of fruit on your bowl every day that you eat. It's really going to assist you in the long term. It's going to really boost your health in the long term. So don't just eat. Most times we find ourselves just eating carbohydrates, and it does not give that balanced effect. I know it's going to give us energy. How about proteins to body build? You know, these proteins assist us in bodybuilding. Then vitamins, the vegetables are going to give us vitamins which are going to protect us from diseases. So apart from the energy giving foods, let's focus on the proteins. Let's also focus on the vitamins. And at the end of the day, we are going to enjoy living a healthy life. If it becomes habit, you'll definitely enjoy it in the future. Another thing is if you are able to drink a smoothie, fruit smoothie to be specific, not just any smoothie, drink a fruit smoothie. Maybe every morning if it's possible to get your daily serving of fruits and vegetables. You know, these smoothies, they contain a smoothie to be specific, it contains vitamins. You might have seen that in the day, you will not have an opportunity to take it or in a fruit or even a vegetable. Make a smoothie in the morning. Ensure it's a fruit and a vegetable smoothie. That is enough serving of maybe fruit. It might not be enough, but at least you're somewhere. You've purposed to have vitamins and even uh you have specifically vitamins in your body, which is very, very essential at the end of the day. So if it's enough or if it's possible, have a smoothie, fruit smoothie in the morning. It's going to really give you an easy time in the long run. Another thing is that you should avoid caffeine late at night, especially if you have trouble sleeping. Have you found yourself not having trouble sleeping? Cut down on the caffeine minutes before you go to bed. It's really going to boost your health in the long term. It's going to assist you in the long term and you're going to reap the fruits. So, my people, limit caffeine if you're having difficulties sleeping at night. Another thing, let's not forget to be going for all body checkup every year. Most times at the end of the year, I've seen people going for whole body checkup. If you are in a position to, please don't overlook that. Purpose to go to a health facility and do a whole body checkup, especially if you have the insurance cover. If you have the opportunity, if God has blessed you and you have the medical cover, this is the time to go to the hospital. and check all your body. Check whether you have anything that is underlying. You know, some diseases they come in, you even don't know you have anything. By the time you realize, it's too late. How about go to the hospital timely, get checked up, and if there's something that is coming up that you didn't know, you'll be able to be assisted on time. You will be assisted on time before you're told it's too late. Before you're told it's too late, start to go for those whole body checkup from head to toe. They check everything from your hair to your toenails. They check everything, anything that they can be able to check. Take advantage if you have a medical cover this time before the year ends, and check your body. You only have one body. Nobody is going to give you theirs. God has blessed you with the body that you have. Let's thank God that He has given us a good body. Let's take care of it by going for regular checkups. That's another point. An healthy habit. Go for regular checkups. Maybe every quarter you go once. Just checking. Not that you're sick. You might be feeling perfectly healthy. But once in a while, go do some small tests. Do some urine test. Do some blood test. Check your if do some ultrasound. Do something. Do regular medical checkups on your body. It's a very good healthy habit in the long run. And you will find that they can be able to catch something when it's still small. Most people have given testimonies of how going for these regular checkups has really assisted them because they might have gone there knowing nothing. You feel perfectly healthy. Most of these things you don't feel anything, but you go there and you're told, "Wow, thank God you came." And you ask, "Quan, what's happening?" You're told, "Such and such a thing is happening. We thank God that you came. Now we've caught it early." And you'll go back saying, "Thank you, Jehovah. I didn't know this. This is news." And you'll be assisted. You'll be assisted on time. Another thing is, if possible, choose hydrating snacks. You know, I know someone is wondering, hydrating snacks, what's that? My people, by hydrating snacks, I'm speaking about cucumbers. Do you know cucumber is an healthy snack? In fact, it's an hydrating snack. Look for cucumbers, celery. You know celery? You can go to the market and ask about celery so that when you're just relaxing, you can be chewing on celery. Strawberries, watermelon. I know you can access that easily. Strawberries, you can access that. And we said cucumbers and even celery. Instead of chewing on crepes, instead of using bread as your snack, choose these healthy, hydrating snacks. Let them be close to you. And it's going to assist you in the long term. When you make it an habit, I know they might not be tasting so sweet like the snacks that we're used to. Even your kids, teach your kids that you can snack on healthy snacks that are hydrating you into your body. They should start taking in the cucumbers, the celery, and even the strawberries. It is really going to assist in the long term. I know the environment that or the society that we are in, we are made to understand that only healthy snacks that are available anywhere we go. It's the snacks which are full of starch. But we have just realized today that there are snacks which have vitamins. Something as simple as a cucumber. I know you might never have thought that cucumber is even a snack that you can be able to be using every day. So in the evening, as you're going home, pass by the market and buy those healthy snacks that we have spoken about. It's really going to assist you in the long term. Here we are talking about things that are going to improve our health in the long term. And as we've heard, healthy snacks is the way to go. Healthy snacks is the way to go. So my people, choose hydrating snacks. It's really going to boost. Another health habit that we are going to speak about today is, as I said, we surround ourselves. Another health habit is having peace of mind. As small as it looks, you might not think that it's something very serious, but that is an healthy habit that is really going to boost you for the long term. So if you want, an healthy habit concerns all the things that you can be able to do. And as I've said, for the long term, do things that are going to bring out your health in a way that you're not going to regret at the end of the day. Most of these habits that we surround ourselves with, they really mess us up. Before we realize, it has already messed with our lives. And we come to ask ourselves, when did the rain start beating me? You start asking yourself, when did the rain start beating me? You ask yourself questions that you don't have answers to. Kumbe, it's the health habits that you are used to. You've neglected your body. Your body, as I've said, you don't have what we call a duplicate. You don't have after this, even if this body is destroyed, I'll be able to easily exchange it with another person. No. You have the sole responsibility of taking care of your own body. And it's good because you can actually, you have the power on the things that you let into your body. As a human being, if you see an habit is going to give you problems in the long term, for example, if you realize, or as we know, healthy habits or habits like this is not now an healthy habit, an habit like maybe smoking, drinking excessive alcohol, indulging in drugs, doing things that are harming your body. You very well know that this thing is not good, but you go ahead. Huh? You go ahead and indulge in those things. And then people are left to wonder, is it that this person is not aware that whatever he's doing is going to harm him in the long run, or is doing it out of ignorance? But most times people do these things knowing very well the effects. Why would you want to harm the only thing that you're living for? Because We only have our bodies for us to live. Minus our bodies, we cannot be able to live. You see, minus of our bodies, we will not have life. So let's do anything possible under the sun to protect our bodies. If we can be able to learn from ourselves, if we can be able to learn from other friends, we will definitely reach a self improvement stage where our bodies will say thank you for doing this. You see, it might not speak to you, but your mouth will speak to you, even your mind. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for choosing a healthy lifestyle. As we've already spoken about it, it's just the simple things that are really affecting our health. And we say it's all small tips, small habits that if we concentrate on, we are going to improve on our lives. So, my people, let's not tire. Let's not tire incorporating these healthy habits into our daily life routines. It's going to give us an edge of another person. It's going to give you an edge over those people around you. If you learn the secret, if you take the tips that I've given you today seriously, if you sleep early, something as small as sleeping early, surely you might overlook that one and say, sleeping early, is that even going to help me? But as we have learned, even sleeping early is something which is very important. Sleeping early is very crucial for your health, as we have said. Remember, we spoke about that. So, my people, don't look down upon the small things that you can be able to do. They are not expensive. There's nothing that we have spoken about that is expensive. It's something within us. It's something that we inculcate on ourselves. It's something that you don't need money to practice. Like sleeping, do you need money to sleep? You don't. Like hydrating, is it? Maybe, yeah. Nowadays we buy drinking water. I know, but it's not that it's very expensive. Taking a walk, that's free. I've never had someone who is paying to just stroll. Maybe I don't know. Maybe just going to the gym might be expensive, but if you don't, you cannot afford to go to the gym. Don't stop the wheel of exercising because you cannot afford to go to the gym. Look on YouTube. As we said, YouTube nowadays has a lot of information. There's a lot of information out there for us if you're interested. There's a lot of information that we can be able to incorporate in our daily lives. Walking out in nature, you can just decide to go to even Kenya, and most people go to Karura Forest just to stroll. You see, just to stroll and see nature in Karura. You know, something simple, very simple. If you stay in a places where you can see a forest with beautiful trees, you can take a stroll in those beautiful forests, and your body will thank you for it. As I like saying, your body will appreciate you for doing that. You'll even feel it. By the way, if your body is healthy, you will definitely feel it. And if you're also sick, you will feel it. Not that it's going to hide itself, no. It's something that you can actually feel at the end of the day. It's not hidden, it's not something that you think about it. No, it's something that you can feel. You can actually feel that you're healthy now. you are unhealthy, you feel that you need to see a doctor. When your body communicates to you in various ways, our bodies can communicate to us in very many ways. And if you're not feeling well, your body will communicate to you. Seriously, your body will communicate to you. You'll just feel like, my tummy is paining. That's why I told you your body will thank you. And in same way, your body is going to tell you whether everything is okay or everything is not okay. But if you learn to improve on your healthy habits, to work on them, because everything is work. If you see you are achieving something, it's because you worked for it. There's nothing for free. There's nothing for free. You have to really, 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 really work for everything so that you can feel the success. So even these healthy habits, you really have to work on them. You have to practice every day. It's something that you have to practice every time you get an opportunity. Practice, practice, practice. And they said, as they say, practice makes perfect. At the end of the day, if you continue practicing, you will get it someday. You're going to get perfect someday. So let's not tire. Let's not give up. If you learn something today, make it an habit. Make it to be part of you. Let it define you so that even when people see you, they see that this person likes doing this. But at the back of your mind, you will know what this thing is going to give you. You see, at the end of the day, at the end of a month, you will be able to see a very big change in everything that you're doing. And as you said, your body is going to thank you for it. Finally, eventually, it's going to say, thank you, so and so, for taking care of us. By us, we mean our body. It's going to thank you for taking care of it eventually. So don't tire, don't give up, keep pushing the button, and at the end of this, at the end of everything, there's a song that says, joy comes in the morning. So keep keep working, keep working on the healthy habits. You might even have other tips that you can be able to share with us in the comment section. Please don't hesitate to share with us. I will really, really appreciate. I really, really thank you for that because we learn from each other. I like saying there's no one who has a monopoly of information. We learn from each other every other day. We learn from friends, we learn from family, we learn from acquaintances, we learn online, we learn from books, from social media, from newspapers, everywhere we learn. Don't stop learning. Don't get tired of learning. Don't say, hiyo nimesikia sana. No, 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 no. Don't give up. Keep learning, keep pushing. And when your body is in a good state, you will feel it. And what is the reward? The reward is having a long, healthy life. When people are crying of opportunistic diseases, you will just be saying, oh, sorry, because you took cue of what you're supposed to do. Protected your body from things that would have happened. By choosing healthy habits will definitely assist us in ways that we cannot be able to speak about now, but in the future, we'll definitely say something about it. So keep it up. Don't tire. Thank God for today. Practice. Walk up the stairs. Are you in the office now? Stroll on the stairs. Take a walk outside the office. Go and breathe some breath of fresh air outside the office. Hydrate. Drink some water. Hope you carried water in the morning to the office. It's time to sip on that water. Go outside the office. If you're home, go to the market. Buy a fruit. Hmm? It's going to give you all the necessary nutrients that you need in your life. I'm here, I'm chopping, what do you call? I'm chopping some potatoes for lunch. Maybe you're hearing some noises and you're wondering, fun, what's happening? I'm just chopping potatoes for lunch. It's almost 1:30. And I really need to chop these potatoes. So join me, my people. Thank you for joining my live stream for today. I really appreciate you for passing by and saying hi. If you have any other thing that we can share together, please, 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 please don't hesitate to leave a chat and we'll be able to have a nice exchange of ideas. I like learning from other people, and when I know about something, I like letting people know about it. Yes, that's me. Don't like keeping things to myself. I like sharing information with people around me. And it's really good. It's a good thing to share. It's a good thing to share with the people around you so that you don't just keep it to yourself. There's this sense of fulfillment that you get when you share something with people around you. There's just that feeling of at least it's going to assist someone out there. Someone is going to share this to people out there, and someone is going to appreciate. People appreciate, by the way. When someone gives just a comment saying thank you for that, it's something good. Maybe you have assisted someone to know something they didn't know. Isn't that a good feeling, my people? Isn't that something positive that we can always learn from each other? Isn't it a good feeling that we get to exchange ideas without, as long as it's something good, as long as you're not abusing people, it's good to improve each other in a good way. God uses people to improve us. Hmm? So don't say hiyo nimesikia sana. I don't want to hear it again. No, 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 no. Let's learn from each other. Let's support each other. Even for this life, you can support it by just hitting on the like on the like button. I really appreciate you, my people, because it's because of you that we are here, so that we can be able to share knowledge with our people, with the people around us. That we can be able to share information with the people around us. It's a very good feeling. You know, And if you leave a chat over this, even saying hi, nothing more. Imagine I usually appreciate so much because I don't speak to myself. Times you might be speaking, but then you're speaking to yourself. But it's okay. Maybe someone will pass by later to hear what you were trying to say. And we give God all the glory for the good things that He has done. So thank you, people. Thank you so much for being here. I'm big on appreciating people. By the way, I'm big in appreciating people for taking time out of their busy schedules to even listen. Oh, praise the Lord. Let the whole heart hear His voice. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let the people rejoice. Who can come to the Father but through Jesus, His Son? And He has done. Praise the Lord.